Now it's time for the best of the bunch. I am a big fan, folks, of the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four are without a doubt my favorite comic book characters, my favorite super team. If I had to single out a favorite comic book character of all time, it would probably be the Thing. Yes, the ever-loving blue-eyed Thing, Ben Grimm himself, transformed by cosmic rays from a roguishly handsome spaceship pilot to the gigantic, powerful, but trapped within an encrusted orange shell, the Thing. Oh, what a character. What a group of characters. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I love the Fantastic Four. I love all of them. I love Reed and Sue and Johnny, the whole bunch. I love everything about the Fantastic Four. And it is such a shame that the Fantastic Four movies that have come out have never managed to do any justice to our beloved FF. Arguably, the best attempt at an FF movie was that Roger Corman one that didn't even get released and that you can only see bootleg copies of, which tells you, how rough things have been for the FF on the silver screen. I didn't even bother watching Fan 4 Stick, so God only knows how bad that is. But word on the street is pretty bad. So you can imagine how excited I am, if one can truly get excited about corporate machinations, that Disney and Marvel now have they've gotten the rights back to the Fantastic Four through the 20th Century Fox merger so that perhaps we can get a true FF movie up on the screen. And while I can't wait for that to happen, that wait is somewhat tempered by that, honestly, we already have a near perfect Fantastic Four movie. And I'm not talking about Rise of the Silver Surfer. I am talking about The Incredibles. Disney Pixar's big superhero movie from back in the day, from even before Marvel was starting to crank out the perfect formula superhero movies. The Incredibles is basically Disney's Fantastic Fours. The powers are a more or less one-for-one comparison. You've got invisibility, you've got super stretchiness, you've got super strength, but instead of a kid lighting on fire, he runs super fast. And the other thing that The Incredibles gets right that always made the FF special is family. Part of what makes the Fantastic Four stand out from the crowd and world of the X-Men and the Avengers and the Justice League and the Defenders and the Champions, I could name super teams all day, is that the Fantastic Four are a family. The Fantastic Four are Sue, her husband Reed, her brother Johnny, and their best friend Ben Grimm. And so no matter what happens, even when the team occasionally changes rosters, it always reverts to those original four who love each other and fight and bicker because they are family. And that's the heart of the FF, and that's the heart of The Incredibles. The Incredibles are arguably even more of a family than the FF. It's parents and their three children coming together and dealing with their superpowers. And that's what sets The Incredibles out right from the start, is the bickering, is the fighting, and the love, and the interpersonal family dynamics that, as much fun as the Avengers are, you just don't get out of a group of characters who aren't family. The other thing The Incredibles does great is those powers. One of the things the Fantastic Four movies have had so much trouble with, in particular, are Mr. Fantastic's powers. Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, he stretches his body out really far. He can stretch and change shapes and all of that. And no one has quite made those look not silly on the big screen except for The Incredibles, who with Elastigirl is able to not only do the stretching powers convincingly, but to do them smartly, to use them in fun and different and clever ways, and to even make them the center point of what I think is one of the most emotional scenes in the whole movie, the part where Elastigirl turns herself into a parachute to save her children in a very Reed Richards movie. The whole movie is super fun and super exciting. It is the action scenes in The Incredibles are breathless in a way that even the best Marvel movies can't quite capture. It's a joyous movie, it's a family movie, it's a movie with a lot of heart, and it's a wonder to behold. And again, it's doing all of this before the Marvel formula has even been tried. So really, The Incredibles are who we can look to for setting the mold for the fun, bright superhero movie. and I think it is rightly deserving of 4.5 stars.